So thirsty for your love, I can't hide it.
It's got everything you need. Just go and chill and, you know, be caffeinated most of the day.
I think it was like Spirit Avenged on Twitter. Literally DSP's response earlier today. We had a mod last night who lost his mind and is now banned. DSP says the same thing whenever somebody wakes up and does this. They lost their minds, they lost their way. He literally sees himself as a fucking messiah.
Exactly.
I didn't notice that, and I'm glad you pointed that out, because I've always known he was a narcissist, but the God complex is real. And I don't know why I've had blinders on to, like, maybe I just was like, no, not even DSP would have a God complex. But perhaps in his own little world, in this bubble of his, where he is king, I mean, he has ascended from king to, like, he's looking at himself like the really historically inaccurate representation of Xerxes in 300. Like, I am the God King, nothing can touch me. And that really is definitely a God complex. That's a good point.
I mean, why do you think we call him a cult leader? The Church of Swinetology.
Yep, the Church of Swinetology. Mm-hmm. I'm glad we're using that.
The thing is, though, is that God doesn't beg, and that's that's the conflict, if you will. We've talked about this before, Declan, where he wants himself to be viewed one way, but he's really another way, and since he can't differential between the two, or he can't control it. You see the worst aspects that come out of him, as it pertains to why, if you do anything negative to him, he draws upon you so quickly. He's ready to go ahead and cut you up, compared to the people who do good things for him day in, day out, which falls back into the God complex. That's expected. You're expected to praise me. You're expected to pay your tithes. So if I acknowledge you, that's part of the interaction. That's me coming off my pedestal to go ahead and do that. Pig Olympus, if you will. That's me shining my light of grease and grind on you, and you should be just grateful for it. But for the rest of you assholes, though, you're going to catch this. It's the only way it can be done, because that's what keeps everybody else in line, at least amongst his thinking anyway.
Oh, yeah. My lord. Forgive me, and I am going to do this live. I'm not going to mute myself for this, because I don't think I should have to, but Jesus, forgive me for what I'm about to say. This is satire. I am not trying to be sacrilegious. You know I love you, big man upstairs. Thank you. GTG, I think you just pointed out something that is really psychologically interesting, and that is the Piggy Trinity, which is the Father, the Son, and the Gouty Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the vengeful Father, the Old Testament jealous God, Mr. Lean-In Manuel Ban.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Son, who will dine with the poor, because he is poor himself. Give up all your wealthy things, because it is easier for a rich man to, or easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. So please, give me all of your wares. Give me all of your hard-earned money, and I will take care of that, because I am humble just like you. Look, to the point where I am almost begging like a servant, because I am a servant to humanity, much like Jesus was a servant for all mankind. And then the Gouty Spirit is his fucking Twitter account, because it's another positive day, guys. It's another positive stream, another positive upload. You actually have a Piggy Trinity.
Well, yeah, that's what the Gout, the Doubt, and the Snout is.
Yeah. I quit.
There you go. Yeah, there you go.
I quit.
I completely forgot about the names of the Gout, the Doubt, and the Snout. Yes, it's the Piggy Trinity.
Mm-hmm.
The Father, the Son, and the Gouty Spirit. I mean, you've got a man who is both vengeful, beggar, where he sends, except he's not sending his son down, he's just sending himself down to dine with the peasants and get from them. And then he's got, you ever walk into, and I mean, GTG, I believe you'd be more at home than I would. LOL race jokes. Like a Black Baptist church.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I grew up in Philly, But I didn't grow up in South Philly. I grew up in Northeast Philly.
No, bro.
But a lot of my friends grew up in South Philly. And I'm as white as they come. Like, you got me and then Mayo, and there's not many shades in between. So, I would go to Germantown and Mount Airy and places in South Philly and West Philly, you know, Broad and Olney, and like places where my lily white ass didn't belong. And one of my friend's fathers passed, and I was the only white kid in a Black Baptist church. And there for the celebration, and let me tell you guys, there ain't nothing like praise and worship in a Black Baptist church. There ain't nothing like it. It is, you talk about, oh, I feel the Holy Spirit moving through me. You feel that, like, you could be an atheist and feel the Holy Spirit moving through you in a Black Baptist church.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So, you know, that is what his Gouty spirit is like, he is pumping people up with, it's another positive day, we're going live, we're doing this, great progress in Minecraft today, guys. So, I mean, he's got his online persona as he streams, which keeps the cult in line. He's got the online persona as he streams that interacts with the cult and walks amongst his people. And then he has his online persona on the Twitter account that instills that faith in the God Church of Pigginess, the Swinetology. And it's funny because you've pointed this out well before I did with the Gout, the Doubt, and the Snout, and I completely forgot that you already had a name for the Piggy Trinity.
That's right. Everything can be built upon.
Wow.
Fucking
That was delicious. That was good.
I'm definitely hitting some vape after this, and not the nicotine. So Agent Proper, what happens in the rest of this video, I wonder?
For me.
Before I blow my own mind.